Hi everyone, this is Olya, and this is the next step or shift towards your true intuitive self. And today I would like to offer you this idea. Do art, do creativity, do creative projects. A huge shift personally for me in developing my intuition occurred when I started to study art and crafts professionally. And it opened up me in a way which I have not expected. It made me feel so much more like me and find more courage to express through me. And for you to benefit from this idea for developing your intuition, you don't have to go and get a degree in arts. Thankfully, you can implement artistic ideas in your life in the scale which you would like. What I found in my journey with studying art professionally was that I started to contact with deeper parts of myself because I had to find my own creative voice, my own style, my own way of doing things in artistic projects. I had to really listen to who I am and what lights me up, what inspires me, what brings me joy. And when you do the same in your own life and you wanna, let's do some creative project, you have to find a way to do it which inspires you. Otherwise, you would not do it. And when you contact with different parts of yourself, of course, you come in touch with who you truly are and you start to hear your intuition more. And also you learn to express and show the world more hidden, more subtle parts of yourself. Like when you, let's say you give a presentation to someone at work and let's say if you're allowed to talk about anything, you can express only so much with words. But when you, for example, paint a project, create a painting, you express so much more different hues, and let's say if we use an analogy of a flower, you express so many petals, different petals of who you are with an artistic project which you create. And when you do it, you also feed your soul. You feed your soul with ideas, with imagery, with going with what inspires you, and that strengthens your connection, makes your connection stronger to who you are, and you actually develop a skill where you learn that you need to regularly connect to who you are, to your inspiration, so you can keep moving on your project. And that teaches you a skill to keep connecting to yourself in your real life. Like, what inspires me now besides my creative project? Does this inspire me? Do these relationships inspire me? Does this intrigue me? Does this want me smile? What makes me want to smile? And this is an incredible skill which is so useful for hearing our true voice. And for example, I'm going to give you examples of how you can develop and use artistic skills in developing your intuition. You don't need to do a huge big project, but you can if you want to. Let's do a 2-month project. But you can also do some very little everyday things. For example, one of my favorite practices is when I want to connect to myself artistically. When I write in my journal, in my diary, I pick stickers which express how I feel. I usually tend to have a set of stickers in my diary with me because I know that one day I might want to pick a sticker to express how I feel. And I pick it and I stick it in my journal, and I feel like I have expressed a part of me artistically, visually, and it can be anything. Like, for example, I have right now stickers with unicorns and hearts because that's what I like right now. You can do little projects like, for example, every day you can make a little sketch just with colors, maybe with pencils or with watercolors or whatever paint you want, and just paint with color how you feel today. And this does not have to be pretty. It can be just doodle, whatever. But when you create this every day, like a little practice. Oh, by the way, you can even do it on your smartphone. It doesn't really matter which way you do it. But when you do it, you come in touch with how you feel today. You come in touch with how you truly feel in the moment, and you materialize that. You express it in something material, in a drawing. It doesn't matter if it's beautiful or not, really. It's interesting that when you work with artistic projects, you learn to work with your current energies. Because in art, in crafts, you cannot move forward with a project and enjoy it when you're just using your head. When you're just remembering, okay, yesterday I really liked that color. Yes, let's use this color today. No. In true art, it doesn't work. In order for you to enjoy the artistic energy and get in the flow, you have to ask, what lights me up today? Do I want to do this, or do I want to do another project? Do I want to draw this part of the painting? Or maybe I want to try this idea in relation to my project. You have to always come back to current energies, and this is the same with intuition. Your intuitive voice, your inner compass, guides you from moment to moment. It does not give you ideas which are, I don't know, which you will be able to use in a month or in 10 years of your life. Usually your intuition gives you suggestions on what you can do now. And when you follow that impulse of now, that's where you get most productive with your arts or with your other things in life. When you do artistic projects, you develop a sensitivity to the creative flow. And this creative flow is just the same as a creative flow we have in our lives in other areas. When you learn that it's okay for energy to go up, down, ebb and flow, and that it's okay to stumble on a block, it does not mean anything besides it's just a block, and you will find your way around it at some point. Or maybe you feel an inspiration in your flow, and you know that this is the moment to grab it and go with it. When you explore these skills in your creative life, you transfer this into working with energies in your inner voice and your inner GPS system, your intuition, in other areas of life. When you explore your creative style, you also discover that the more honestly and openly you express your preferences, your joys, the more you show your soul, you express your soul and your soul preferences, the more you see that you're real you with all our quirks and perks and our, whatever weird things we have going on inside us are good. They are good. They are celebrated, because the more you express your original self, the more original your creative work is. And that is a very healing experience, because it's like in real life, the more you discover your intuition giving you ideas, and you hear it suggesting you to do something unusual, to kind of break free from your old patterns. If you have an experience of knowing that strange ideas are okay, because they might be the voice of my soul, the more you're relaxed and free to actually try it out. I feel that I want to wrap up this video with giving you more ideas on what you can do creatively. Right now in Russia it's autumn, and you can go, for example, and take photographs of beautiful leaves or trees, or maybe mushrooms if you can find some. When you go into the flow of making those photos, it is a creative work as well. You can also gather some leaves and some branches and create autumn bouquets. And that is a way to express your creative soul as well. You can also, did I mention a selfie project? I'm not sure. Sorry if I mentioned it in another video, but I want to say it once again. In case you heard it, you can do a selfie project like when you photograph yourself each day in the mirror and you try to see which expression of you feels right and most interesting to you today. These all ideas just to inspire you to find your own project that you would like. Even if you just want to go to the store and buy a craft set for you to follow a picture they have in there, or a pattern to stitch or sketch or whatever, it is still that choice to spend time creating something. It is your choice about what is true you, because like in life, when we have issues or problems, we do and deal with them because it's urgent. We have to do it to feel safe and alive, and stay alive and still, I don't know, healthy, or have money, whatever. But with creative projects, you only have a reason to do them because you like them, because they speak to your soul, they give you joy. And I want to wish you to have same criteria in your other life, to do what gives you joy, to feel what inspires you, to feel nudges of your creative and intuitive self telling you to do something interesting, something new. I believe this all does lead us towards our true selves, deep, true, eternal selves. Thank you so much for listening for me today, and I wish you all the joy on your creative and intuitive path, and I'll see you in next videos. Bye bye!